you very much, sir, for the privilege. Good evening, everybody. Come on now. I noticed that people did not really clap before, so we'll clap that clap again. Good evening, everybody. Can you help me put your hands together for my lovely, lovely panelists? Come on now. If you know who Mr. Stewart is, you will not be clapping like that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good day, sir. Good day, ma. So we're talking about AI and how we can integrate it into our businesses. 2026 is 2026 is it 2026? 2026 is coming, guys. And the reality is hitting us, right? We need to strategically arrange our businesses to fit technological trends, right? So the first question I will be asking is for you, Ma. Okay, so um, the question is actually simple. What simple digital tools do you think every business should employ in the coming year? And basically, what tools do you think is best?
Okay.
Digital tools.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Sophia. One of the things I'll always say, or the simplest basically, should be Google. I feel like everybody in this room should be able to use a Google account because Google offers you so much workflows, businesses, foundations, emails, spreadsheets. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's like the whole thing. So if you don't know, like, what's it called? You don't know, you're starting new and you don't know how that processes. The simplest place you can start is opening a Google account, a Gmail account, because it gives you access. You can learn how to use a spreadsheet. You can learn how to create documents using Google, and they are free. All these things are free tools. You don't need to pay for them. So I think that's the simplest for me.
Thank you. So if you are here and you do not know how to use the Google Workspace, you are late, right? So you go learn how to use the Google Workspace and get grounded with that for the coming year. Okay, so sir, the next question will be for you. We're entrepreneurs and we're starting out in the industry. We do not know much, right? But we want to use AI tools to boost our businesses, whatever it might be. What tool do you think um, we can use to gain entry for non-technical entrepreneurs? What AI tool do you think we can use to gain entry into the AI space for non-technical entrepreneurs? I mean, when I mean non-technical, I mean the Olumat is going to be angry at this, but the millennials. Okay, so that was
Okay,
my
good
view.
afternoon, everybody. So, I'll put it like this. Number one, so there is this noise about AI, and it's very interesting. But I will just pick up a couple of stuff so that everyone will get value. Number one, especially if you're going to 2026, um, if you want to integrate AI, just tell yourself first that you don't want to be a spectator. um, there is so much noise. There's going to be a whole lot more of that noise, so much so that you will believe that what you should be doing as a business person with AI is just to generate images. Such things, they're actually done to distract you, and you don't pay attention to the core thing you're supposed to be doing as the owner of a business. And so, if you want to be able to leverage AI, you need to ask yourself, do I want to focus on marketing? So you'll be able to get the kind of AI tools that can help you for marketing. Do you want to focus on productivity? There are AI tools that can help you for productivity. Do I want to focus on content for my business? There are AI tools that can help me for content. Do I want to focus on customer service? And just like that, we have to first make this decision. Then, of course, you proceed. Of course, the popular AI tool everyone knows, generative AI, is ChatGPT. And there is what is called prompt engineering. The truth about it is that AI don't read minds. You have to be the one to prompt it correctly. And of course, if you spend some time on YouTube, you can get something on prompt engineering to help you. There's a difference between asking AI how to sell a real estate product and then feeding AI with information about your city, where you are, the business that you represent, your experience as a realtor, and then tell it to be able to generate ABC. These two prompts would give you two different results. So if you give AI a vague prompt, it will also give you a very vague result. Again, it is called artificial intelligence. It does not mean that it is superior to the human intelligence. Now, what happens is that if you don't use AI properly, it's going to make you look more foolish and unintelligent. That's the idea. So the idea will be that you're using it properly. So if it is for marketing, you prompt correctly. If I want to create a video, you look out for tools that can help you do that. Again, when you're doing this, remember, if you listen to Lumati, he says something very profound. Data, AI runs actually on data, right? So you should be able to know that. And most of the information you might get might not be tailored to where you are. So you have to be able to break it down, educate it so that it can definitely know. But finally, as a business person, don't just use AI like, let me generate pictures and all of that. Pay attention to you as the chief executive officer of your business and start asking critical questions, strategies, get strategies, read it, inform AI, and then get the right kind of results. But like I said, get the various compartments where you want to leverage AI. There are free tools. ChatGPT is there, DeepSeek is there for generative AIs. Of course, you can use some others, 11 Labs, if you want to get voice overs. But don't just keep AI on videos and pictures and all of that. Go deeper into it for your business, even up to strategies like I mentioned earlier on. You can feed AI and have a very solid conversation. Someone asks Mrs. Sotoberry, of course, I can't afford an accountant and all of that. So that's another thing you can do. You can actually ask ChatGPT and say, act as my accountant for, then you describe your business. Don't be lazy. If you're lazy, AI will make you look very foolish. So that's why I see some persons can just copy everything with AI with that initial information and final information and still send to you. Okay. So you can be able to say, act as my accountant for my business, which of course you'd have educated it earlier on, and then do this for me. Okay. And you question it and all of that. There are a couple of things you can do in the prompt, but I just hope we'll improve on it. Thank you.
You'll get the couple of things you can do in the prompt tomorrow when you pay for the master class. All right. So essentially, what we should learn as entrepreneurs trying to gain entry is prompt engineering. You cannot be lazy, right? You cannot be lazy. It's not a shortcut. You will still have to learn how to ask the questions, right? Thank you very much, sir. But you people are not clapping. What is happening here? Eh? Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so it brings me to my next question. So, with all the age that we have seen in development as the world, we came from Stone Age, then to the agro age, right? Agrarian age, right? And then we went to the industrial age, right? And now we're in AI. Everything is moving so fast. With all these stages of development, people have lost their jobs. So my question now is, and that's basically the fear right now. Am I going to lose my job? Am I going to be redundant? So the question I want to ask you is, how can we combine artificial intelligence with human intelligence to make it so that humans do not go jobless, as it were? Because whether we like it or not, when you properly craft an a prompt and you feed it to the AI, the thing that you can sit in your office and type from morning till night, this AI is going to give you in like seconds, right? If you type the right prompt. So what is my use then? What's my use then? How do I combine artificial intelligence to human intelligence so that we do not lose our jobs?
Okay, thank you very much. That is a very wonderful question. And I feel like it's been asked so much now that we keep like giving the same answers. So the first thing is, how much do you know? Like he said, prompt engineering. When I came and I was on the red carpet, I was being asked some questions, and I said, you have to know the right things to ask. A lot of people don't do research. They don't care about research. They just, I want a slice of bread to ChatGPT. That's it. They don't care, like he said, they don't care if the answers are correct or if that's what they want or if that's what's tailored to their businesses. So, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a person, even in your workspace, one of the ways you can get better and not allow them to sack you or lose out in your business is finding the ways that AI can better help your businesses. And the funny thing about this whole conversation is that we are very lucky. The African continent, we are lucky because we are not the ones making this AI. Like we're not the ones like at the back of it. It's been worked on by the Europeans for years and years, and we're just using it now. So we have the chance to even explore more. What they are doing is they are trying to solve more solutions while we were trying to explore with it. So we have enough time to explore and make ourselves better. What we need to ask ourselves is, why am I doing this? What is the next phase of life I am going to? Because that's very important. A lot of people start businesses and they don't know what they want the business to look like in 5 years. So even if you ask ChatGPT the right things, and that's not what you want to do in 5 years, and you don't know how to properly plan yourself, even if ChatGPT gives you everything hook, line, and sinker, your business will still fail, and that's the truth. So you have to note to yourself that you're ready to do whatever you need, and you're ready to do that business, and you know the right things to do. For those working and they're scared that AI might replace them, for example, I'm a game developer, and there are a lot of things that we use AI for now to make games. I will not say I'm going to quit my job. Do you understand? But I'll try to use those tools myself. I will learn how to use those tools to make myself better. And that's where research again comes in. You have to read every day. My husband is here. Hi, babe.
Put your hands together now.
Sorry.
You single people, put your hands together.
So my husband is here, and my husband, it's funny that I'm the one doing this AI talk. He'll be at the master class tomorrow, so please come. He's the boss of AI that me I know personally, but I got in Nigeria. And my husband always says something. He's made automations for businesses worth millions of dollars in the US. So there's a company he's currently building an automation business for, and they don't need to do anything. They don't need anybody to work on it, and it's a multi-million-dollar business. But do you know that my husband has a software that every morning he gets the latest news about AI, the latest news about engineering sent to his email. And when he wakes up in the morning, beyond devotion, that's what he does. He reads, he gets updates. So you cannot expect to go further in life if you're not researching, if you're not updated. A lot of people who wake up in the morning, you don't know what's going on around you. You're not checking Twitter, you're not checking LinkedIn. You don't even have a LinkedIn account here. You don't have a Twitter account. You don't have a Facebook account. Like the littlest as a Facebook account for the billionaires. Sorry, sir, because that's what they use. But you're not posting on WhatsApp. Nobody's seeing you, and you expect that you will do better. I mean, it can't work. You have to make research. You have to decide to be better on your own, and that's how AI and humanity can help you. Thank you very much.
Put your hands together. Put your hands together. I think, okay, please.
Sorry, please. I just let me add to what she said very quickly. Um, if you listen carefully, she's just saying one thing: AI won't take your job, but the person who knows how to use AI will. And it's okay to fight it now, but if you don't understand it, ask lecturers in the university. When Google came, they didn't accept it; they fought it. Some lecturers, as at that time, would have taken advantage to enhance their research. They didn't, right? They started fighting it. Today, those same lecturers are the ones telling students go and research on Google. So it's okay now, but the truth is AI is there and it's moving so fast. And what you should do is to say, hey, I am a graphics designer. You look out for tools that can help you become a better graphics designer. I will tell you this for free. Um, 2 years ago, we built a product for someone in the UK. The friend contacted us. He's from Port Harcourt, but he's in Canada now. He wants to build a similar product. 2 years ago, it took us about 3 months to build that product. 4 developers, 2 mobile apps, and a web page. We had a conversation with this guy October. He made his first payment, I think second week or third week. As I speak to you, we're testing the APK. We can't even tell him we're done. We just want to wait a little while because it will be like, are you serious? So
So,
don't even ask us to give me some change, right? The idea is that things are going to move so fast. Now, the first thing I'd like to point out is there is a noise. Most I go on social media, someone will tell you, you don't need graphics designers again. You can be your, it's a trap. There are principles for every skill, right? So it's okay to say there is ChatGPT. So what was Ms. Tobere saying? I can just go to ChatGPT and get everything about. The truth is there are terminologies, there are principles. So let's say, for example, someone is telling you there are tools you can become a data analyst. So no problem. You become a data analyst and eventually you go and you generate a code from ChatGPT and ChatGPT say this is the Python code. Where are you going to paste the Python code? How will you be able to debug? Because we don't even understand. And the trap, like I said earlier on, is noise. Once you're intelligent enough to move out from the noise, you will excel with your business and AI. I'll say that again. Move away from the noise. It is not today that you can create website without code. Google site have been there a long time ago. A long time ago. So most of the things you're seeing, they were just a build up to it, right? So don't just stick with that noise and say no. Get very much involved. If you have a skill already, find out how it's going to work. If you're learning any new skill now, then find out. Then for businesses, right? As a fashion designer, for example, look out for AI tools that can help you generate prototypes of designs. But again, you need to somehow have an idea about fashion design or fashion design to be able to prompt correctly. If you watch a developer prompting ChatGPT, they use certain terminologies. They understand what they are looking for. They understand the error that pops up. They know what to ask again. So it's the same thing for you in any space to be able to know that I need to understand this space properly so that I can be able to use AI properly. Thank you.
thank you very much, sir. So basically, as a human being, we assume that you should have intelligence so that you can use artificial intelligence, okay? And even with your intelligence, do research before and after, right? So that you do not make a mess of yourself. We are, or we have come to the end of this session. But before we leave, I want our panelists to say something, just one thing that we as entrepreneurs should know about AI and technology as it advances in the coming years. Thank you.
Okay, so since we're business owners, my idea will be very simple. Don't be too rigid. Look out for ways to integrate technology into your business. And always remember, technology is an enabler. Technology is not the business. There are some persons that get excited, they say, build us website. I keep saying this. There are businesses that were the ones now reminding them that your domain has expired. But there was excitement then when they wanted to build it. So you have the business side, right? So don't just focus. Technology is just an enabler. And whatever you want to integrate with technology, make sure that it's going to help your business grow. But don't stay idle, else technology will chase you out of business. Thank you.
Put your hands together.
Thank you very much. And this has been a wonderful time. Thank you to Mr. Adolu and everybody. The one thing I'd want to leave with everybody here is be careful. Even while you use AI, be careful. A lot of the discussions we've been having at Renaissance Innovation Labs and for me in my companies has been about AI safety. A lot of people here would just want to copy their bank statements to even the newest AI. You see one AI pop up and you're like, I'm copying my whole life, and you're pasting it there. You don't know who has access to the information. Please be careful with your businesses, because AI is also studying. They are learning models. They are learning models. So whatever you put there stays forever, forever. So you have to be careful what you give to it. Make sure that, especially for people with intellectual properties, be careful what you give to AI, and be careful how you use it. Use AI responsibly. That's what I would say. Thank you very much.
Put your hands together. And with that, we have come to the end of this lovely, lovely session. Thank you, my awesome panelists, for that. You're not clapping, no?